Dubai has led the prime residential capital value growth performance among 30 cities tracked by Savills over the first 6 months of this year. Swapnil Pillai is Associate Director of Research at Savills Middle East. He's with us here in the studio this evening. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me here.
So what were the key findings of your latest World Cities Index?
Yeah, so the Savills Prime Residential Index is our global flagship report wherein we track the capital values, rental values and the cost of owning, buying and selling luxury residential properties across 30 global cities. So when we track this data over the last few years, there was clearly a growth trend with capital values increasing across most markets for the last few years. But when we looked at the values in H1 2023, it was evident that there is a bit of a slowdown across the prime residential market globally. So capital values grew by only 1.1% across the 30 global cities that we tracked. But Dubai was a bit of an anomaly, wherein the capital values in Dubai grew by almost 11.2% when compared to the second half of the year. So Dubai has seen significant increases in terms of the capital values and also in terms of the overall transaction volumes for the prime residential properties.
So the capital value growth performance was impressive here in Dubai. What's driving this growth?
Yeah, so there has been a significant increase in transaction volumes across the residential sector over the last few years. And if you just look at H1 2023, there has been close to 57,700 transactions across the overall residential sector, which is a growth of almost 44% year on year. And if you look at the 5-year average of H1 transactions between 2013 and 2018, we would witness on an average 18,000 transactions every 6 months. But this time around, that number was around 57,700, which is almost a 200% increase in the overall transaction volumes. Even in terms of the high-end properties, the properties which transact above 4,000 dirhams a square foot, we have seen close to 1,500 transactions for that particular segment. So there's a significant demand and appetite for high-end transactions, which is driving the capital values as well as rental values.
Swapnil, let's talk about the rental market here in Dubai. How's that performed in the first half of this year?
Yeah, so compared to the capital values, the rental market has been a bit more bullish globally as well. So globally, the rental market on an average grew by around 2.6%. That was driven by various factors, one being that there is a bit of a slowdown in terms of the global economy. People are a bit more cautious about how the economy is headed, and in terms of the interest rates as well. So we have seen a bit of a slowdown in high net worth transactions, and that has resulted in more take-up for prime residential properties. And that was evident in the case of Dubai as well, wherein the rental values grew by almost 5.4% across Dubai on a half-yearly basis. So significant increase and expansion in the rental market as well.
So what kind of investment opportunity then do you think does the UAE currently offer to local investors and also international investors?
Yeah, so that's a very interesting question. So if you look at the growth trajectory for Dubai market over the last 3 or 4 years, capital values have grown by an average 50% across the prime residential market. And there are instances wherein property values have gone up by almost 120% or 130% over the last few years. But having said that, Dubai is still one of the most affordable prime residential markets globally. It is in fact the 5th most affordable market as per our calculations. So on a per square foot basis, it does offer a lot more value for money for HNIs to buy. Just to give an example, in Dubai, you can buy prime residential properties at around $800 per square foot. When you compare that to Singapore, which is around $1,700 per square foot, Dubai definitely offers a lot more value for money. And also the fact that the cost of owning and buying properties in Dubai at around 7% is a lot more affordable compared to around 65% in the case of Singapore. So there's still a lot of things going in favor for Dubai.
All right, we'll leave it there. But Swapnil Pillai, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very
much. Appreciate it. Thank you.